Hello my students, welcome back to my channel. Yesterday I have discussed few theoretical parts of GST of class 10 ICSE board. Today I will solve few important numerical of this chapter. So the first question is like this: a manufacturer sells a TV to a dealer for rupees 18,000 and the dealer sells it to the customer at a profit of rupees 1,500. If the sales are intrastate and the rate of GST is 12%, then find the amount of GST paid by the dealer to the state government, the amount of GST received by central government, and the amount of GST received by state government. And last question, that amount of rupees that customer pays for the TV. Okay, so let's read the question carefully. First of all, what is the story? That some manufacturer sells a TV to a dealer at a cost of rupees 1,800. Okay, and as I told you that this business is a chain like system. That means from the manufacturer it goes to dealer or reseller and then go to the hand of customer. Right? Manufacturer, dealer, customer. Okay, so here in that case TV has been sold like this way and manufacturer gave the price of rupees 18,000 to the dealer. Okay, and again that dealer sells it to the customer at a profit of 1,500. And a very important thing is there, it is a intrastate selling. That means within a single state this business is running, and here the rate of GST is 12%. You may remember my yesterday's lecture that when I have told you that when it is intrastate, then the rate of GST is divided into two parts. One is SGST, another is CGST. That means state goods and services tax, central government goods and services tax. And here also the percentage, the rate of interest will be equal half. That means if it is 12%, then 6% will go to state government and 6% will go to central government. Okay. Now, as the manufacturer sells it to the dealer at rupees 1,800, so the manufacturer obviously will collect some GST from dealer. Okay, and what is the amount of it? 6% of rupees 1,800, because the manufacturer price is 18%. So 6% of 18,000, that means 6 by 100 into 18,000. So the amount is rupees 1080. Okay. Now manufacturer, that means pay this amount of GST and it is divided into two parts. So the manufacturer pay rupees 1080 as CGST and rupees 1080 as SGST, because equal amount of GST will be paid by the manufacturer, okay, to the government, to the state government and the central government. Okay. Now the manufacturer and dealer part is complete. Okay. Now when dealer have to pay sells at a profit of rupees 1500 as per the question, because in the question it was written that manufacturer sells this to the dealer and again dealer sells it to the customer at a profit of rupees 1500. So when dealer sells it at a profit of 1500, so the selling price of dealer is rupees 18,000 plus 1,500, that is 19,500. Okay. So the selling price of the TV by dealer to the customer is 19,500. Okay. Here again GST will be collected by the dealer from customer. Okay. So GST collected by dealer from customer is 6% of 19,500 rupees. Every time GST percentage will be the same because it is an intrastate and 12% overall GST. So it is divided into two parts, 6% central government and 6% state government. Okay. So let us check the value that GST paid by the customer to the dealer. That is 6 by 100 into 19,500. If I just calculate it, it will be rupees 1,170 rupees. Okay. So now the turn of answering all these four questions. The first question that was asked, that you have to find out the amount of GST paid by the dealer to the state government. This part is very, very important. Listen it very carefully. Okay. So, just try to understand one thing, that when we buy something from a dealer or a retailer, we have to pay GST for that printed amount. Okay. And simultaneously, when that dealer buys it from someone, that means from the manufacturer, he also have to pay GST for that, right? So obviously, whenever he pays GST for that product which he will sell to the consumer, obviously he will not spend the total money from his pocket. So what he will do? He will collect that part of GST from us, which he pay to the government. Okay, so the amount of GST paid by dealer to state government is rupees 1070 minus 1080 rupees, that is rupees 90. That means try to understand one thing. What is 1170 rupees? These rupees is collected by the dealer from the customer. Okay. And whenever dealer buys it from the manufacturer, he has to pay 1080 rupees GST to the manufacturer. Now obviously, at the end of the year, he will not pay double GST for the same thing. Okay. So, he will pay the part which is extra. That means the amount which is collected from the customer minus the amount which he already paid, because this part he already has paid to the government, or we can say to the manufacturer. Then why should he pay extra, na? So the part he has collected GST from the consumer minus already the amount he has paid to the dealer, this is 90 rupees extra at the end of the year, at the end of the financial year. Already you know that at the end of the financial year, everybody, every businessman, every person in service has to pay tax to the government. So this amount of tax for a particular or a particular single thing he has to pay. So 1170 minus 1080, that is 90 rupees GST will be paid by the dealer to the state government. This is the first answer of the question. Now the second question was, you have to find out the amount of GST that is received by the central government. Now think about the central government. Central government will take GST from two parts. One from the manufacturer which is already paid by the dealer, and the part from us which we pay included with the price that we of that product that we buy. Because every time we buy any product, we cannot separately pay GST to the government. If you look at the price tag, there already it is written that including GST, right? So that means whenever we purchase things within the amount, that means the cost price of that product, the GST is added. Okay, so the amount of GST received by central government is equals to CGST paid by manufacturer plus CGST paid by dealer. Because this part, what amount dealer pay? The amount that we pay to the dealer. This part CGST paid by the dealer. Okay. So CGST paid by the manufacturer, we have just found it, which is rupees 1080 plus rupees 90. Amount of GST paid by the dealer to the state government equal will be the central government, because it is intrastate 6%, 6%. Okay, so that will be 1170 rupees. Right? Now the third part, that is amount of GST received by state government. So GST received by state government is equals to GST paid by manufacturer plus amount of GST paid by dealer. This is 1080 plus again 90, that is 1170 rupees. Is GST paid by the manufacturer? Which amount? The amount that dealer pay. Dealer pay is 1080, because 6% of rupees 18,000 is 1080, and this amount GST paid by the dealer at the end of the year, that is 1070 rupees. Right. Now the last part, that consumer, how much he have to pay. Consumer will pay cost price of TV plus CGST and SGST, that is rupees 19,500 included of 1,500 profit by the dealer. That means if it is 18,000 rupees which is given in the sum, 1,500 profit, so the cost price is 19,500. CGST is 1170 it is also the same. So if we do the total, it will be some 21840. That means 21,840 rupees. Okay, understood? So dear students, I hope you have liked this sum, and tomorrow also we will encounter like this type of questions and many more. Till then, goodbye. And if you have any type of question related to the sum, or if you want more other videos like this, you can comment here in the comment box. And one more thing, that if you have seen until now, that means you like it, and if you like it, then please share, subscribe and like the video. Thank you. Good night.